Hi, thank you so much for joining me for our next fest demo, or next fest demo, the Tiny Bookshop. Today is the day. I packed up my things, leaving everything else behind for a quiet life by the sea. Tiny Bookshop. Waterfront Square, Monday, December 1st. Click, click. My, what a sight! You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. Like what? I know you're planning to sell used books for a good price, and that you're not from the area. And I certainly think that you could use someone to show you the ropes around here. Welcome to our quaint little town. I'm Tildy. Lovely to meet you. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement, so you can trust my advice. Let's see, you should know that us Bookstonians have very particular tastes in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels, and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? Bravo, you had the right book on hand. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. Sadly, you didn't have the right book on offer. Even though you may have books of the right genre, whether people actually take one home depends on your sales chance. You can pick your sale chance at any time by hovering over the sales chance shows the odds that someone might find a book they like, because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop. It will decrease as you run out of books throughout the day. Managing to sell that last book of the genre is the mark of a great bookseller. Was this a bit like an idler? Quite sure where the gaming part comes in, but we'll see. It's cute either way. I thought they might have one. Hi there. You're the bookseller, right? I see you already talked to Tildy. Did she mention her mysterious sources to you too? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I had even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Bookstoneberry Review, the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few questions and I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events calendar, and people often sell used books in the classifieds. Right, for the record, what made you come to Bookstonebury? An escape. Oh, wow, I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what's your first impression of the town so far? Friendly, I think. Don't worry, it really is. People might be a bit meddlesome, but they only have the best intention. Thanks so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I'll have a look at your selection now if you don't mind. See you around? The bookstore review filled with articles, events, items for sale. Thanks, Fern. Tiny bookshop rolls into Bookstoneberry. Bookstoneberry newcomer turns new page. The sound you just heard was a demo. Finished downloading, sorry. Bookstoneberry newcomer turns new page. Impresses locals with a mobile bookshop. Have you ever dreamt of escaping your old life and starting a humble business abroad? That's precisely what this tiny bookshop operator has done, choosing our very own Bookstoneberry as their latest destination. When asked about their first impression, the fresh-faced bookseller finds Bookstoneberry to be very friendly. Find out more about this and the exciting shop by visiting the waterfront tomorrow. Seasonal, let's see. Reports the going-ons around town. You can check tomorrow's weather and keep an eye out for upcoming events. Here you can see the money in your pocket and all the books you own, both in your shop and in storage. Looks like you're running a little low. And the classifieds you can acquire. Use books to replenish your stock. Let's give it a try. Click to buy. Alright, the class will sometimes have other bits and bobs. Let's pick up this lonely cactus. Bit prickly, but has a heart of gold. Alright, you can click it off by doing this. Let's customize it. Okay. Let's give this lonely cactus a new home. This is your item bar. From here, you can open your newspaper and customize your bookshop, among other things. This is your inventory rag to place. Nice! You got a boost! Some items can increase your sales chance for certain genres and change the effectiveness of other items. Watch out, though, sometimes this comes at an expense of another genre. Equipping some items will increase your daily expenses, so keep that in mind. Hover over an item and check out what it is. Remove an item, simply click it. You can decorate inside or outside your shop, just click here. Let's place something inside. Here to paint. Once you're satisfied with the interior decorator, click here to save and return. Oh, maybe. There we go. I see. Nope. Yeah, that's it. So we can afford. Okay. Welcome to Bookstoneberry. Each day you can pick a location to visit on the map. Going to a location has a travel cost, which is based on your daily expenses as well as parking fees for the location. You unlock more locations as you go. For now, let's pick the waterfront square again. These are books in your storage. Select a genre by clicking it and start stocking your shelves. Nice. This is now in bookshop. Stocking more books of a genre increases the odds of people finding a book they will like within that genre. Check the book chance by hovering over them. I know what. Yep. Alright, second day of summer. Did you notice you can look around the location? Click and drag to move your view. Puppy! Oh, I can interact with the puppy. Puppy. Oh. You can interact with things. Okay. I don't know why that amused me, but it did. Alright. I'm guessing once I'm open, there's really not much for me to do other than if an NPC asks me a question. Hey, what are you doing here? Our weather correspondent at the paper said that today will be the hottest day of the year. I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. Oh, I'm so sorry. I already forgot that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Here, I'll show you how to get to the far beach in case you want to drop by there soon. Get to know the beach by visiting it 3 times. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. My love for reading wars often with my love for gaming. Ah, there you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town center. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. Good call. Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me in these sort of things. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Cafe Liberty as soon as you can. Oh, and while we're on the topic of showing your face, I heard our dear Walter was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of our local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch just now. You might want to write this down, love. Having an organized diary will come in handy in our business. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left over from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? There you go. I hope you make good use of it. Goodbye. You got a journal. Open it at any time to check on your progress. Here you can track which genres you've sold the most of, useful for adjusting your selection. This is the total number of books you've sold here. Let's see if you can beat Tildy's record. Check here for hints and events as you discover more. Looks like this page holds little poster stamps to mark your moments in Bookstonebury. You collect these stamps as you make contributions around town. You can also see your progress towards the stamps as well as hints and extra info. Hover over the stamp for more information. Introduce yourself to Walt the Sailor. Ahoy there, kiddo. How's it going? Looks like you got a good sturdy vessel there. I've got some old items laying around which I thought you might like. See if any of this is to your liking. A special buoy for a special someone. Do this one. A literal lifesaver while equipped. 1% to travel sales chance. That's all. My friends tell me you've got some decent cargo on board too. They've been especially enjoying your travel and classic novels. Guess I have to be careful or I might be outsold by her. Why don't we make a bet? If you can make 20 sales to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. Oh, I'm looking forward to a little competition, kiddo. Good luck. Perfect. This is actually really quite sweet. I wonder if can I adjust? No, it doesn't. I would think I'd be able to put more books on the shelf as the day goes on. I mean, wouldn't that be my point? Looks like some items have been discounted a little. Might be a good time to buy them. Although you could wait longer and risk someone else buying them first. Items in the seasonal section have a much slower turnover, so there's no need to hurry. But be sure to snatch them up before the season ends. I probably don't want to because I need it. I need to be able to park. A new tiny bookshop sparks passionate discussions. Mere days after their arrival on the scene, the mobile seller has Bookstonebury's literature scene abuzz. But what makes a pleasant browsing experience? According to Tildy Sonkuland? Thank you, Lund. According to Tildy, former bookstore owner, the secret lies in the selection. The more books that match a customer's tastes, the higher the chances they will find what they're looking for. For those readers who might not yet know what to look for, the review recommends seeking the assistance of your local bookseller. Breaking Miriam spotted taking a day off. None recall when and if this last happened. Alright, I guess I'm gonna grab this. see. Fact. Pups. I hope you have a home, little doggo. Are really big. Sometimes people will ask for help if they can't find what they're looking. Excuse me. Click the bubble to help them. They won't wait forever. Listen closely to people's requests and try to pick up on what kind of book they are looking for. What's the latest headline? I'm a bit bored with science fiction. I like escaping into fantasy world. People have also leave a lot of their likes and dislikes unsaid, so make sure to put yourself in their shoes. Now look for a book that might pique their interest. Might know our story already as Odysseus tells it. The Hunger Games, a thrilling dystopian fight for survival where a young girl must use her cunning and strength to overcome her ruthless opponents in a deadly game. Starstruck Deluxe Edition. A tough galaxy out there, but somebody's gotta live in it. You might as well be you. I'm a bit bored of science fiction. Escaping into fantasy. Once you find it, try recommend. Wait, where's the fantasy and Starstruck? Listed? Looks like you did not manage to find something for this person. For now, they're done shopping, but maybe they'll come back another time. Well, you threw me off because it says fantasy. Good afternoon. Oh my, what a cute birdhouse. How lovely. I wanted to ask, how are you doing, dear? Doing great. I'm happy to hear it, although you need to make sure you take enough breaks. It took getting to my age to realize the importance of downtime. Otherwise, you'll miss out on all the good stuff. Back in the day, I always said to myself, Tildy, there will be time for that when you're retired. But I didn't know what age had in store for me yet, and now I can't get around as much as I would like. So take care, all right? I'll check on you later. Need a quick read. I want to flex those reading muscles. You may hand me the most prestigious book you have. However, I'm not going to read any of that pseudoscience. Finding optimism. Believes that despite everything, the future might be bright. Alright, here we let's try this one. Growing collection of oh dang, anyone can understand. Not bad. Person's a book lover. Give me a hand here, please. Hello, dear. What have you got today? I don't mind a dull book. I can always go for a classic whodunit. Also, I love to read any something classic. Right? Time to Kill, and this tragic legal drama by John Grisham set in the fictional county of 1980s Mississippi. The young attorney, Jake Brigance, attempts to let justice prevail even in a world full of racial injustice. The Silence of the Lambs. Classic. She refuses to grow up. The Odyssey. If not Winter, Fragments of Sappho. Poetry. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's do A Time to Kill. Time to Kill is way too brutal. My bad. Wow, I have not had any luck. Clearly, I'm not a bookseller. Which actually, funny story. When I was much younger, I was a bookseller. I did work for a bookstore. I worked for a tiny little bookstore out of the back of a strip mall. It was on the back side, not even the front side. Hey, youngin', did I ever tell you? Us sea folk love a good decoration or two. If you want a gardener a little respect around here, you might just have to show us your maritime side. And if you're seaworthy enough, you might even get an invite to the fish market next Wednesday. I'm sure I got some knickknacks left over if you want to have a look. We'll leave it there. Here's then, matey. Hope enough maritime decorations. Are you gonna leave me soon? No. I'm not that old. Oh, don't you worry about me. I didn't realize the two of them were having a conversation. Oh, I wasn't ready to be done. No. Thanks for playing our demo. Well, you were very welcome. Thanks for letting me play your demo. And yeah, definitely going on the wish list. I really liked it. I thought it was pretty adorable. We hope you enjoyed your stay in Bookstoneberry. And you can support us by wishlisting on Steam and joining our Discord. See you there. Thank you guys for keeping me company. I will be back very soon with another demo. I promise.